So in thinking about the outcomes, students, they generally really like the blogs. They don't always like the amount of time that they spend doing the blogs, which is kind of an interesting thing because they would start going down little rabbit holes on Wikipedia or on the NASA website, and then they would write about it, and then they would go down another rabbit hole. And so they really liked the topics, but they didn't always like writing the blogs themselves. And so it was really interesting. But according to evaluations that I have from both the my personal evaluations and from the Vanderbilt evaluations, the students found that blogs were really interesting and they were useful, and they think that students should do them in the future. They didn't always they sometimes felt pretty neutral about the value of them, but they thought that people should do them in the future. So it was kind of interesting. But there was also a difference between the non-science majors that I had and also the science majors that I had that were mostly engineers. And so the non-science majors especially liked the blogs. They, in general, had a higher rating of them. And the engineers didn't always like the amount of time. They liked them, but they didn't like the amount of time that they spent doing them. So that was kind of interesting. But I still like to keep this. I want to keep this, especially because when I'm thinking about grading, it's very, very interesting because when you think about it, if I have 50 students, which is about what I have 100 blogs every unit. And that gets a bit onerous to read, even though they're completely awesome and I love reading them. But luckily, I have about 5 TAs who are able to help me out. And so between the 6 of us, we split up the blogs and just blog a particular group or just look at a particular group of them. And so that has made it much more helpful to me. And then each of us comment. And so the students love getting the comments from the grader, and because that's like their little highlight. That they get the comment from the grader. So, and we also use the same commenting technique that they have been learning as well. So I really enjoy them, the blogs, and the students find cool things. One of the most interesting blogs that a lot of them did was talking about apps that they could find in order to see things in the sky. So a lot of them really enjoyed that and would talk to me about how they used that during spring break or used that during the various weekend trips that they did. So that was really fun too. And then reading the end blogs, the ones where they're kind of talking about life in the universe and kind of how they felt about the way that the solar system class ended and how much they enjoyed learning about the universe in general and how aliens could totally be out there. They really, really enjoyed that. So it was really a great thing for the instructor to be able to read those kinds of things as well, because you're getting some really interesting, great feedback.